Hey, hiya Blues fans, Nico Pauly here, back again with another video. Created the Blue Little Blog here on YouTube and on Instagram as well. I just finally got settled at home for the most part, trying to clean up a little bit. I was just in St. Louis. I did attend the Washington Capitals game on Saturday night, where they were celebrating the Hall of Fame inductees for the St. Louis Blues Hall of Fame, from Mike Liut to Pavel Demitra to Keith Tkachuk. It was cool. It was fun. It was fun to be there. The Blues had a good win, and I am here to give a little double feature in one video, a 2-for-1-zer, on the home games against the Washington Capitals. So we'll start off with the shittier one. Last Thursday night, the St. Louis Blues were in Washington playing the Capitals. This entire game sucked. Right off the bat, the St. Louis Blues looked absolutely atrocious. The only line that I felt like was actually contributing something was the fourth line. They were the only one with speed, good zone time, getting pucks to the net, and they were on the ice for two of the goals. One from Nathan Walker and one from Justin Falk with a screen in front from Nathan Walker as well. So Walker, I felt like, was the only player who had a good game. Alexandrov on that second goal for St. Louis Blues from Falk had a good play in the corner, stopping on a dime and throwing this puck up to the point, just like as he should. And the St. Louis Blues get smoked as TJ Oshie, former Blue, one of my favorite players of all time, recorded a hat trick. With this game, I wasn't too upset, but at this point also, it's just like it really felt like the direction of this team was for sure going to be a rebuild. I mean, that was the third straight loss and a third terrible effort by the St. Louis Blues. It's just like, are they just going to keep this up and stay down, or is there going to be some turning point to where they're actually making a fight for playoffs? At this point, I don't think they're going to make it, but they could for sure fight. I mean, I don't mind them fighting and making it a little bit fun. I mean, it ruins their draft pick, but the St. Louis Blues have some really, really, really good late first-round picks. Look at Robert Thomas. Look at Jake Neighbors. I mean, how we drafted Jordan Kyrou in the second round from the Elliott trade. Colton Parayko, I think, was a third-rounder. Same with Vince Dunn. Bennington was a sixth or fifth rounder for fourth. He's a late rounder. So Blues drafting, they'll find someone who can make it work. Though we don't have Bill Armstrong in that role anymore, but same set of scouts. Great hockey minds with, Al McInnes, Keith Tkachuk. Doug Armstrong still is a great hockey mind, though. He's made some questionable moves. So, after this first game, and I believe it's a 5-2 loss, no bueno. I was really concerned. I wouldn't even pin any of the goals against Jordan Bennington this game either, because his whole team, spent the whole day flying. His whole team took a dookie in front of him. And that would leave us to Saturday, and I was not feeling good about this game because I said, oh my God, this team's about to go downhill really quickly. And you know what? Looks like I just wasted a shit ton of money to see an absolute pooper. Luckily, I was wrong. The St. Louis Blues came out in this one really strong, insanely strong. Each time they had the puck, it felt like they were kind of supporting each other. There was always a back check. There was always a forecheck being established. The Blues really worked hard. Some puck luck went their way, but like in the offensive zone, keeping that puck in. But, I mean, again, like they worked, and it worked out, right? Off the bat, St. Louis Blues are going to be on the penalty kill off a high stick from Gaudette. Gaudette was actually my only complaint about this game, about this Blues team, because he looked absolutely nervous. I hope he gets over this at one point, but right now, he's got to find a way to get over it. It was not good on his part. 2 penalties this game. Didn't really get a chance. Had a couple of looks to get good chances, but just fumbled it. Losing a bunch of puck battles. He's a fast skater, but I just need to see a little bit more. I know he's got a lot more in the tank too. He leads the AHL in scoring, so I know there's a lot. Anyways, Adam Gaudette takes a high stick. St. Louis Blues are on the penalty kill. It's not looking good, but if you want to be honest, I chose this game specifically to watch Alex Ovechkin play because he is also one of my favorite players of all time, and I'd really love to see him in his office rip a one-timer in the back of the net. I was kind of hoping Ovi would score. Spoiler alert, he does not. Anyways, this puck is on the boards. I can't really see what happens exactly, but I guess Thomas flips this puck out. Parayko with great hand-eye, knocks his puck down and just skates right up with it. Then it's a 2-on-1 coming back the other way. Carlson playing the pass. Parayko just rips this puppy post and in, far side. It was a great shot. I felt like Lindgren probably should have had this one too, but, we'll take it. And Parayko scores his 8th goal of the year, assisted by Robert Thomas. And that's a shorthanded goal, and Parayko's first shorthanded goal of his career as well. So, Parayko this season has been an absolute tear. There's been some rumors about a trade on his part, but I really hope that doesn't happen because I would love to see someone like Falk or Letty or Krug get moved first and make some cap space if you're really looking to kind of aim towards a rebuild. Parayko is one of those guys where he's a leader, and he's a big body. Even when he's a little bit older, he could still use his body to block shots. It's like these shorter guys, what are they going to do? They get older. They're going to get hurt a lot more. Like Torrey Krug, he's going to lose puck battles. But Parayko's that kind of guy. If he gets older, he could still stick with it. So Parayko been playing great all season, and the St. Louis Blues after this tend to keep it up. For the rest of the first period, they had complete puck control. I believe the shots at one point were 12-3 or something like that. At the end of the first, the Capitals were kind of coming down and trying to get more shots and generating more offense. But for the most part, it was just St. Louis Blues getting this puck down low, winning the puck battles, throwing it up to the point, trying to find an open shot lane, throwing it to net, getting a couple tips, chasing these pucks, getting it to net. I mean, they were working hard, and it was really working out for the St. Louis Blues as well. So I was insanely impressed with that first period, and at the end of the first, they were up 1-0. Second period comes along, and the Washington Capitals are obviously looking to bounce back this game, or this period, excuse me. It was like the Blues weren't sitting back, but the Capitals just looked like they were hungry, and they wanted to get back in this game because they knew they got outplayed in the first. But eventually the Capitals would take a penalty, and the St. Louis Blues, with an extra man, 6-on-5, would score. A little bit too much passing, in my opinion, at first, but the passing kind of worked out because Schenn had this puck, pass it down low to Booch, Booch to Falk to Schenn, excuse me, Schenn with the one-timer, top corner to knock this boy in. I believe that was his 10th goal of the year, assisted from Falk and Buchnevich. Great shot. Hopefully they get Schenn working because Schenn has been absolutely atrocious as of late, and I complain about him, I feel like, video after video. So the St. Louis Blues are now up 2-0, and the Blues gain momentum again. They're coming down. They're getting shots, generating offense. They're keeping the same game plan, same back check, same forecheck, lots of hits. Nathan Walker throwing bodies. It was great. Honestly, fantastic to see. And the St. Louis Blues on this period up 2-0. Third period comes along. The second period, the Washington Capitals get a power play. I was right there in front of my eyes. Alex Ovechkin has a beautiful chance on the power play, right in front of the net. Bennington, absolute robbery, ending my night and making sure I cry because Ovi didn't score a goal to be 60 goals away from Wayne Gretzky's record. No complaints because Bennington played absolutely fantastic. And just had to bring that up because I was really sad. Third period comes along now. Third period, same old. I felt like the Washington Capitals couldn't really get anything going. St. Louis Blues are still sticking with it. Something that happened entire game too. Not only the back check and the forecheck. Getting sticks in lanes and disrupting plays and passes and getting stick infractions with the opposing team was excellent tonight. I mean, Parayko, Falk had a great bounce back game. Krug was getting in there. Letty looked pretty good, though he was kind of skating lazily. Scandella had a fantastic game. I mean, Matthew Kessel is good as always. It was lights out, unreal, fantastic. So shout out to the defense. Shout out to the whole team because they played insanely well together. Oh, yeah. So third period, somewhat of the same thing. St. Louis Blues get a power play, and Robert Thomas, he's at the point, notices Jake Neighbors alone in front, just throws his puppy to the net. Jake Neighbors would tip this guy in. It's a 3-0 hockey game. The Capitals then would at least try and score one to break the shutout. They couldn't manage to do so. Then both Thomas and Tom Wilson get into it, and I believe both of them get sent for 10 minutes each. Thomas gives Wilson a little bit of a shove at the bench. He hops off. Then Tom Wilson goes to our bench and fights, or is trying to get in, being a shittler or someone on our bench. So both of them get sent to the box. Still 5-on-5 coincidental penalties. And this game pretty much ends. Washington doesn't even pull the goalie. It's just like game over. So the Blues win this one 3-0. Jordan Bennington with an 18-save shutout this game. We get goals from Schenn, Neighbors, and Parayko. Those are guys, 2 second line guys too. So Seeing the second line guys, generate some offense for once is always great to see. At the game, it was absolutely fantastic. I wore my Blues poncho. If you saw me, I was the poncho boy. If you want to know where I got it from Mexico, from Rocky Point. Since I'm here at Arizona, Mexico's right down the street. Could just drive on over there and enjoy yourself at Rocky Point, Mexico, along the beach. Have a couple drinks and, just chillax. And there's a bunch of shops down there with a bunch of sports stuff. And I saw the Blues poncho and said, oh my God, I have to buy that. So I bought that probably about six years ago, and I've never worn it to a game. I just decided this one, since it's so cold, I might as well. And the experience there at Enterprise was great. The workers were fantastic. They were nice. The lady in our little section was, talking about the poncho, and she was having a hoot over it. After the game, went to the team store, bought a couple things. Bought a lanyard because mine broke. Got a Pavel Demitra puck. You can see I have the banner over there that they gave out to the first 12,000 fans. The puck is actually holding that guy in place. And I bought this jersey that I got right now. I'll show you. It was 40% off. 40% off. It's a Jordan Bennington jersey. Felt really good to buy it, especially at 40%. I do have a jersey collection. The far side over there has now 22 jerseys and 11 authentic jerseys and 11, actually a 50-50 split between fake, like Fanatics and like some Chinese shop, and then 11 jerseys that I bought from the team store for like $300. So lots of money in that closet right there. But I'm a big jersey collector, and I don't have a real Bennington one, and he had a shutout, so I just said I gotta get it, especially 40% off, because I didn't spend that much on this trip, and when I'm on vacation, I spend a shit ton of money, and I didn't spend that much, so I said, why not, right? That's all for me for this double feature for both Blues games, the home and home versus the Washington Capitals. We got an absolute stinker, and then we have probably the best performance from the team all around on Saturday night. Good bounce back. Feels okay to be home. I know it sounds crazy, did enjoy the weather in St. Louis. Here it's always so dry and dumb. St. Louis actually is like cold, and there's snow, and there's rain, and there's ice, and no leaves on trees. Like it's cool to see. It's cool to see every once in a while. But after 6 days, I probably would have got sick of it after 7, right? So who knows? I don't know. Anyways, I appreciate everybody for tuning in. I'm sorry for being gone and taking all these hiatuses, but to make it up, I did do this double feature just because when I was trying to record in St. Louis in my grandma's basement, it didn't go my way. So to everyone, thank you. I appreciate you. Make sure you subscribe, like, let me know what you guys think of both games. Let me know what you guys think of the St. Louis Blues. And if you're not a Blues fan, if you're a Washington Capitals fan tuning in, I love Ovi and I love Oshie, so you can't hate on me, and Chucky Sideburns. So no hate, please. Make sure you follow me on Instagram. That's at BlueLuBlog. Shoot me an email too at bluelublog@gmail.com, or shoot me a DM on Instagram as well. I always reply and take a look at each one of those. And that's all for me. I hope everybody has a fantastic night. I'm about to finish cleaning up, get ready for bed, and get back to the normal routine. So thank you, everybody. Goodbye. Good night. Game over. Peace.